the bell. It is Juba, the King of New York, the Strong Island Lizard King, tagging with formerly known as El Torito, Masquerita Dorada here at Warriors of Wrestling against...
I've been in broadcasting for nearly a decade. I've been in professional wrestling for half a decade. If you would ever told me that Juba, me and JGeorge's best friend, would team with Masquerita Dorada, I would have slapped you and called you grandma.
Yet here we are at Brooklyn Beatdown. It is Juba and Masquerita Dorada going up against the selfie superstar, Steve Scott. And is that Beetlejuice, JGeorge?
I believe so.
He knows Comic-Con was last weekend, right?
Yeah, you know, he was talking to me earlier that he was at a Wawa earlier today and bought this face paint on sale.
We have seen JGeorge and Steve Scott teaming up against Masquerita Dorada and Chris Steeler before. A little shot in the behind there. And now, oh, head scissors takedown, Dorada there, and now JGeorge retreating to his corner with Steve Scott.
Well, both men attend La Cheeserie in Washington, D.C., and they told me earlier this week that they bought a special type of cheese for Dorada, and they called it bull cheese. I didn't want to inquire any further.
What is this?
It's a...
Oh! Outsmarting Steve Scott.
And that is why, after November, all of them are being deported.
And now Steve Scott comes up short in the corner. To the top. Nice arm drag by Dorada there. And Masquerita Dorada in control of Steve Scott.
Now
driving his head to the second turnbuckle. And now setting him up in the corner. Nice. Oh! A little bronco busting going on.
Masquerita Dorada is a special talent, a very talented professional wrestler. If you haven't seen his work before, you should really look it up. But here comes my best friend Juba.
The Strong Island Lizard King, who just happens to be the one and only King of New York for 2016.
And he will be getting his title shot tomorrow. Sadly, I will not be there due to a conference.
What is this?
Steve Scott trying to go for a choke slam.
Juba is... Steve Scott, I think he's going to try... I've seen multiple people try to do that. And no! Woo! Over his head, 10 feet in the air, Steve Scott. And JGeorge desperately wanting to get in. What is going on in this matchup?
I don't know, but it frightens me greatly.
Juba eating a boot, the boot of the selfie superstar. And now, as Juba, whoops! Juba had him scouted and just stepped away. Steve Scott.
I think Juba's trying to buy at the drive-in tickets. I'm not sure.
I think Juba was on the phone with Ticketmaster there. And now, ready to take a selfie with Steve Scott.
I thought Juba was only Android.
Well, he's got Steve Scott's iPhone, it seems. Oh, stepping on the gut, stepping over. Crushing those abdominal muscles.
See, Juba's a thief. Juba stole a phone.
He gave it. Now Shady Torres has the phone.
Oh, now that's worse. Have you met him?
Here comes Masquerita Dorada. Oh, a kick to Steve Scott. And now, oh, Juba gets the assist on that, I think, based on the current score. Wait a second.
Excuse me.
Here. And I think, oh.
At first you don't succeed, punch him in the back.
I guess so. You know, most tag teams you see them doing moves together, you see them maybe interchanging those moves. I don't think that's going to happen with these two. And a
hip move.
Hit him with the rear window, it seems. And only a 2.
They call that the Ziegler in Philly.
A second headbutt to Dorada. And JGeorge has control of Masquerita Dorada.
He does, and JGeorge was telling me earlier today he's been watching a lot of Masquerita Dorada tapes and a lot of that documentary about Gigi Allen.
Why was he watching that?
Wouldn't go into it. Didn't really want to know.
And now, a surfboard, a one-legged surfboard, driving his head into the bottom turnbuckle. More insult than injury, if you ask me.
Just trying to prove that why he is the greatest professional wrestler in professional wrestling.
And now JGeorge is holding him up. Steve Scott.
Selfie Bulldog.
And Juba taunted the King of New York, trying to step into the ring, Mr. Brightside. And now,
abdominal stretch now. And look at that, a sign of friendship, a hearty handshake.
Referee not seeing that extra maneuver, that extra leverage rather, from JGeorge.
I don't find that to be illegal, I find that to be supportive.
This is not allowed, and here we go, the referee kicking the hand away, JGeorge.
Well, that's just because Shady Torres isn't in touch with his feelings.
A short drop kick from Steve Scott. And now, JGeorge.
A tribute to the legend Hockey Man, and dropping the elbow.
And now JGeorge goes for the pin. 2, and I think if you say George's name 3 times in the mirror, he appears.
I think it's him and Art Barr. If you do those 2, I think they both appear.
Art Barr?
Art Barr.
Art Barr.
Art Barr. Oh my God! We have fiddled with black magic, Rob, and Norman Smiley isn't even in the country.
To the crossbody? Not the best, but gets an arm drag. JGeorge misses. Dorada drop kick to JGeorge. Needs to get over to Strong Island Lizard King of New York. Here he comes, clearing house. And now Juba in control of the selfie superstar and the unpredictable one. Big crossbody. Only a 2.
Big effort there from Juba, but I have a question about the King of New York.
That might be the biggest crossbody I've ever seen.
I've seen bigger, but that one was really impressive. Mike Law, for instance. But I have a question about the King of New York.
Absolutely.
Is it just New York City, or does it include the other counties?
All of New York.
Okay, so he's the King of the Adirondacks.
Absolutely.
Can he get me into ski lifts?
I mean, we can send him with the trophy, find out. Wait a second!
That!
He's got him up, fireman's carry, going for a spin. I think Steve Scott better turn around.
Oh boy. Good night.
Oh, big choke slam from Juba, and Masquerita Dorada ready to go up top, and by up top, I mean up top.
Well, this is something you don't see every day.
Oh, big crossbody. There we go.
Torito Juba and Torito.
There we go. Juba and El Torito Masquerita Dorada with the victory here at Brooklyn Beatdown.
I do not approve of their methods, but I do approve of Masquerita Dorada and Juba doing prom photos after the match.